the Masters of Public History program, where civic engagement's a big part of what we do and why we do it.
We are educators, we are storytellers, we are preservers of history. Our students have worked in museums, they work at historic sites, they work in historic preservation, they work in archives, they work in libraries.
It's so awesome.
It gives you real world experience.
I can't tell you how proud I am to be an NKU Norse graduate.
If you walk the halls of the history department, you'll see that the faculty members have PhDs from very good universities all around the world. And the thing is, we all like to teach, we like to be in the classroom, but what's happening more recently is that the faculty here are producing excellent research. They're working with graduate students because the graduate students, including public history, they are exploding.
They appreciate doing research for real-world projects, working with community partners.
We really like to get our students involved, working with museums and projects that do with history, and real projects, not just classroom exercises.
There is not a single program in this campus who can compete with public history for its connection with the community.
From creating an exhibit on protest music for the National Underground Railroad Freedom Center to partnering with historic New Richmond, Ohio on their bicentennial.
The Public History Department brings us people with skills in archives, skills in grant writing, skills in even doing videos for us, things that as a small organization we could only dream of having done.
Oh, these guys are just wonderful. They're very flexible, they're very good natured, they're very willing to put themselves out for us.
And I would highly recommend any local organization to get involved with the Northern Kentucky University Public History Department and explore what they can do for them.
An exhibit students created on the Beverly Hills Supper Club fire has been featured on the Travel Channel's Mysteries at the Museum.
You're working with students who want to be professional, and I think it was the greatest experience our museum could have ever participated in. You almost feel like you're part of something much, much bigger than anything we ever dreamed of being. We've had thousands of people through in the last 2 years. It couldn't have been a better experience for us.
It builds a camaraderie, it builds a networking system, and it's a real-world experience that you can't get anywhere else.
Not only was I helped by the students, but I was inspired by them. They have a program here that exceeds way beyond my expectations.
If they're interested in museum studies, if they want to touch, feel, and tell stories throughout the history, then it's a great program for that. It will really help to prepare you for any sort of museum work.
Students also gain work experience with their capstone.
And it usually takes 2 semesters, and my requirement for that project is that you have to have something that is absolutely marketable, something that a museum or historic site or an archive would normally have to pay for.
I worked with the Kentucky Historical Society,
Friends of the Whitewater Shaker Village, the Heritage Village Museum at Sharon Woods, and I organized and helped with taking care of their costume and costume accessories collection.
I developed pre-visit materials that go along with their permanent exhibit, A Kentucky Journey.
Covington was a gateway city.
The Center for Public History's Dr. Paul Tencott is tapping the talents of MAPH program students and alumni in a variety of projects that'll celebrate Covington's bicentennial.
You'll be able to share and enjoy with your family and friends the history of Covington and to see it in a format that will excite and enliven our own sense of history. There will be very innovative QR-coded tours of the city, which literally is very cutting edge. Very few cities have anything like this.
2 students created a walking tour and virtual map of Augusta for the 150th anniversary of a Civil War battle.
I want to welcome you to
They worked with Nick Clooney and some top historians like NKU's Dr. James Ramich. The students have created a production company that's been featured in the Cincinnati Business Courier and in newspapers across the country, including the San Francisco Chronicle.
All of my professors really helped me.
Graduate Aaliyah Brown went right to work as curator of the National Afro-American Museum in Wilberforce, Ohio.
What really prepared me for that position is the MAPH program. I got a chance to develop so many skills.
It's a part of how do you grow as a professional and how are you a member of a community, and it gave me an opportunity to do this, which actually serves my country and my region along with my passion, which is history.
Graduate Michael Kraft works with museums and historic sites all across the region as part of a joint effort between the AmeriCorps program and the Ohio Historical Society.
I get an opportunity to have my second and final career actually serving people and sharing my joy, which is history.